Welcome to the listing tutorial. The listing, found in the editor, is a very handy feature in ProtoShare. By default, the listing is hidden, but it can easily be accessed by clicking the listing button in the toolbar. For this video, we'll use a sample design with several components and interactions on it. Starting from the top, we can see what template, if any, is used on the design. We then have the option to open, detach, or remove the template. Next is the states listing, which is where we can create and manage global and local states. As a reminder, states are how we hide or show components to simulate interactivity. Here we can see what global states are available for the design, see what local states are used, see what state the design is currently in, create new states, and clean up or remove any unused states on a design. Below states is the components listing. This listing displays the names of all the components used on the design. You can use the listing to select and configure components, to determine the component stacking order, and to toggle a component's visibility if it is attached to a state. The order of the components reflects their display order on the canvas, with frontmost components at the bottom of the list. Use the right-click menu to move a component forward or backward, or send all the way forward or backward. Components that are italicized are locked on the canvas, meaning you cannot move their positions or change their settings unless you first unlock them. When you hover over components in the listing, they highlight on the canvas. When working on a design, you can multi-select components to move them or alter their appearances. You can do the same from the component listing. Hold the Command or Control key while clicking to select the desired components. Then you must change focus from the listing to the canvas by holding the Command key and clicking on an empty area of the design. Notice the edge of the canvas frame highlights blue. Now you can work with the components on the canvas. If you have a component that is hidden, deeply nested in containers, or laid behind other components and need to relocate it, it may be hard to select them on the canvas. The easiest way to select and move them is if we drag the components from the listing to the canvas like this. Finally, below the components listing are annotations. You can manage, read the detail, or delete existing annotations from this pane. You can also reorder them via drag and drop. You can create new annotations by switching the editor to annotation mode. This concludes the listing tutorial. For more information on components, visit the Developer User Guide or watch the Components or Appearance and Modes tutorials on ProtoShare.com.